Dr. Webb breaks a section of abandoned bald-faced hornet nest into pieces roughly the size of a golf ball in diameter. He drops the pieces into a mason jar of boiling hot water, about 2 cups of water per palm-sized piece of nest material. He stirs for 2 minutes while the paper pulp dissolves. The water turns a light amber brown as the pulp releases. He lets the jar sit for 20 minutes after stirring. The darker the amber, the higher the tannin concentration. He strains the solution through a clean cloth into a second jar to remove any undissolved fiber pieces from the liquid. What remains is a clear amber liquid that smells faintly of earth. He tests the solution on a rusted tree stand bolt first. He loads a clean cotton cloth with the amber solution and wipes it across the rusted surface with firm, steady pressure. Then he sets it aside for 30 minutes, same as the tea protocol. During that 30 minutes, he puts a second piece of hardware into a jar with black tea solution prepared the same way. 4 bags, 2 cups of water, steeped 8 minutes. After 30 minutes, he checks both pieces side by side. The tea-treated bolt shows a dark, uniform iron tannate conversion. The nest-treated bolt shows a lighter amber-tinted conversion. Both have converted. The rust is gone on both pieces. The tea conversion produced a visually darker layer. The nest conversion is lighter in color but chemically present. He runs both bolts on a thread gauge and both pass clean. He checks both treated surfaces under a bright shop light. Neither piece shows red rust anywhere on the treated area. He said, "This is the consistent outcome across a dozen tests. The nest paper protocol works. The conversion is lighter. For field expedient use at a property without a store nearby, it is a functional option with one important caveat. If you are applying to a rifle barrel exterior or a knife blade, where you want a deeper visual confirmation of the conversion, use the black tea. The tea produces the more reliable and visually confirmable result in a single application. The nest paper protocol is for tree stands, ground stakes, hang-on hardware, and other utility metal at the property. Items where a lighter conversion result is acceptable and where cost and availability matter more than visual depth." Dr. Webb made one final point about nest identification. Not all hornet nests are equal for this application. Bald-faced hornets and white-faced hornets in the eastern United States prefer to use oak, maple, and hardwood sources for nest construction. Those species and those wood sources produce the best solutions. Paper wasps, which build small, open-cell nests under eaves, use a wider variety of plant material, including soft stems and grasses. Their nests do not produce a reliable tannin solution. Look for the large, enclosed gray paper nests in particular. They hang in trees or under shed roof lines and eaves. Those are bald-faced hornet nests. Those are what you want. After the first hard frost, they are yours for free. Every abandoned nest you walk past is rust protection you are leaving free in the tree line for no reason. One final point from Dr. Webb that changes how you think about free tannin sources available on hunting property. He said the oak tree itself is a source most hunters overlook. Oak bark, stripped from a fallen branch and soaked in hot water, produces a stronger tannin solution than most hornet nests. The tannin concentration in oak bark is significantly higher than in processed wood pulp from any nest material. If you have fallen oak on your property after a storm, peel a section of bark, break it into small pieces, steep it in boiling water for 15 to 20 minutes, and you have the highest concentration tannin solution available on any hunting property in the eastern United States. That solution outperforms black tea in conversion speed and produces a darker iron tannate layer on the first application. Dr. Webb said he uses oak bark solution for his primary work and reserves the nest paper protocol for field situations where a fallen branch is not available on the spot. The hierarchy is oak bark first, black tea second, and nest paper third as the true field expedient option. All 3 work. All 3 are free or nearly free. The complete nest paper protocol with preparation steps. Solution, strength testing, and the full comparison data, all documented inside the Hunter's Vault right now. Scan the QR code showing in the top left of the screen right now, or hit the link in the description below and get the full guide. If you have a hornet nest on your property right now, go find out whether it is still active before you approach it. If it went through a hard frost and sits empty, collect it. Go get the protocol before you forget which tree it was hanging in. And before you close out, hit subscribe right now. Dr. Webb returns next week with another free compound found on any hunting property in the eastern United States, and does something the gun stores charge $20 for. 104,000 of you watched me kill rust with a $3 box of black tea from the grocery store. Tannic acid from the tea bag converted the rust permanently. What most of you do not know is that the same compound grows for free in your backyard every single fall. And most hunters pick it up, throw it in the burn pile, and walk away without knowing what they just threw out. The answer is abandoned hornet nests found after the first frost. After the first hard frost of fall, every hornet nest in your area is empty, abandoned, and safe to collect. The paper those nests are made from is chewed wood pulp, processed and shaped by the hornet using its saliva. Wood naturally contains tannins, the same class of compound. That makes black tea, the rust converter it has always been. Oak wood, which hornets prefer for nest construction, contains some of the highest natural tannin concentrations of any common hardwood species found in North America. When a hornet chews that oak wood into nest paper, the tannin compounds from the wood are present in the pulp. Dissolve that pulp in hot water and you have a working solution of the same class of compound you are paying $3 for. The cost of a hornet nest you collect from your own property is exactly $0 for any hunter with property. Before I walk through the collection protocol with Dr. Webb and introduce you to the man who first showed me this, I want to be honest about what the research shows. Hornet nest paper contains tannins from the wood source. The concentration depends on what wood the hornets used. Oak-sourced nests consistently give the strongest solution. Nests built from weathered pine or mixed wood sources may produce a weaker result than standard black tea. The chemistry is the same, the concentration varies. I want every hunter watching to go in with that understanding. Before I walk through the protocol with Dr. Leonard Webb, I want to point you somewhere. The complete comparison of tannin sources by concentration and application result, including nest collection timing and preparation protocol, is documented inside the hunter's vault right now. Scan the QR code showing in the top left of your screen right now, or find the link in the description below and get the full guide. Now let me tell you about Dr. Leonard Webb specifically. Leonard Webb spent 26 years as an entomologist at Virginia Tech before retiring to a farm in the Shenandoah Valley. When he transitioned from academia to hunting in retirement, he carried his knowledge of insect biology with him. He said the connection between nest paper and tannin chemistry was one of those things he had known academically for years before it occurred to him it had a practical application. He first noticed it when he was cleaning a tree stand bolt that had developed surface rust sitting through the hunting season. He had no black tea. He had an abandoned bald-faced hornet nest sitting on his workbench from a collection the previous fall. He dissolved a piece in hot water, applied the brown solution, and watched the rust convert in the same 30-minute window he recognized from working with the black tea protocol. He said the result was not as dark as he would see with a strong tea soak. The concentration was lower, but the conversion happened. The iron tannate layer formed, and the rust was gone. He ran the side-by-side test the following season. Same rusted bolt hardware, half treated with black tea solution, half treated with dissolved oak-sourced nest paper solution. Both converted. The tea conversion produced a darker iron tannate layer. The nest paper conversion was lighter in color but chemically complete. Under normal field conditions and seasonal storage, both pieces remained rust-free across the following 12 months. He said the nest paper is not a replacement for black tea. It is a field expedient option when you are at the property without a tea bag and without a store within reach. And there's a nest in the tree line that fell after the first frost. That is the specific context in which this protocol matters most. Dr. Webb made a point about nest collection timing that most hunters who try this get wrong on the first attempt. The window is specific. After the first hard frost of fall, the colony is dead and the nest is cold and empty. Before that frost, the nest is active and extremely dangerous. Do not approach an active nest under any circumstances. After the frost, wait 3 to 5 days before collection. This ensures the colony is fully dead and the nest is cold. Any nest you can shake without response is safe to collect. Any nest with movement or buzzing is not safe and should be left alone. Dr. Webb collects nests by cutting the branch they hang from with a long-handled pruner extended from ground level. He always brings them home in a paper bag, never plastic. Paper allows the nest to dry and does not trap moisture. A nest trapped in plastic can develop mold before use, which changes the chemical composition of the pulp solution. Dry nests store indefinitely in a cool, dry location. He has nests from 3 seasons ago that still produce a usable tannin solution when dissolved in hot water. Coming up, Dr. Webb walks through the collection protocol, the preparation method, and the live demonstration on 3 pieces of rusted stand hardware from his own property.